We're going into match number 1. This is a triple threat match, meaning there are 3 competitors. There are 3 different styles, but there is 1 winner. Are you ready to meet our competitors tonight? Introducing first, all the way from Mexico, Missouri, standing at 5 foot 8 inches, weighing in at exactly 123 2-pound burritos. He is El Magnifico!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us here on YouTube for more Midwest Wrestling Coalition action. Triple threat match here today. We're going to see a variety of styles in Navi, Lenox leone, and this man, El Magnifico. Jonathan Darwin for the call of the action, joined by the Outlaw Rockstar Stephen Hensley.
You're welcome. And you know, John, I'm kind of distrusting by nature for a number of reasons, but I'll tell you what, I don't trust any man who has to wear a mask. You know he's hiding something. He made up fabricated information even for his ring entrance. I just heard the announcer say he's from Mexico, Missouri? No such place. No such place exists on this earth. I know it for a fact.
Au contraire, Rockstar, it does exist. Mexico Senior High School, home of the Bulldogs. Even notable alumni like Tyron Lue, former point guard for Nebraska and the Denver Nuggets, currently the head coach for the LA Clippers.
Well, I'll be darned. You know an awful lot about Mexico, Missouri, and I just got schooled by Jonathan Darwin. I am off to a poor start this week, fans.
Well, I hope it continues to roll in my favor. Speaking of rolling in favors, we're gonna see something here. You're looking at the lovable underdog superhero, El Magnifico, known to be a little funny and surprisingly skilled.
You're going to want to get that off your head quick. There's license there.
No, there's not. Don't start that.
I saw this guy under an underpass.
You did not.
My own 2 eyes. He's got his work cut out for him today, though. 2 very capable opponents in front of him.
And now
Meet his opponent. He comes from the jungle, standing at 6 foot 1 inches, weighing in at 172 pounds. He's smooth, slick, and ready to strike. Make some noise for Navi.
Well, you see the picture there, ladies and gentlemen. Navi, 6'1", wild, primal, unpredictable.
Some would say feral.
I wouldn't say feral. I mean, he is from the jungle.
I don't know what jungle would have this man.
Well, the one that welcomes you that Axl Rose talks about in the song.
No jungle would welcome this man.
Well, he's the one who would welcome you to that jungle.
That is one reason to stay out of the jungle.
Well,
Good advice for his opponents, maybe.
But I don't think the fans would want to stay out of the jungle. You see, getting a little bit of glad handing there, especially with the young fans. We always like to see them come out here.
Oh, he's a very affable fellow if you're one of the fans. If you're one of his opponents in the ring, though, you gotta watch out. Again, this guy is over 6 feet tall. He's over 170 pounds of pure muscle. Don't be fooled by the lean frame.
No, not at all, Stephen. We've seen that in other wrestlers that we've called matches for. But he's going to have eyes in the back of his head along with the other 2 competitors, because in a triple threat match, you may be trying to go for the pin attempt, but if you haven't incapacitated the other opponent, that pin attempt's going to be broken up quickly.
Let's not forget the 3rd man in this match, Lenox leone. He's a brute, and he is a pro wrestler through and through. And real quick, we do want to touch on the fact this is a retirement match for El Magnifico. I mean, he's got the odds stacked against him.
Yeah, he does. I know he'd like to end his career with a victory.
And now, the last and final opponent. He comes from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 238-ish pounds. He's intense, he's unforgiving, and he's always dangerous. He is Lenox leone.
Well, you want to talk about intimidating, Steve. Look at the chiseled physique on Leone there.
I just gotta ask the question that hits me as soon as I see this guy. Who is signing a contract to fight him? I wouldn't do it. I can't see any sense in it. It makes no sense to fight this man, but to wrestle him, that kicks it up a notch. Your odds went down, significantly down.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, anybody can win on any given day.
Bro, look at him. He screams professional athlete. You can tell this is a guy. Everything he's put his mind to athletically, he's excelled. And you can tell by the look in his eye, he's an educated student of the game.
Yeah, 20-plus year experience, approximately 26 years in professional wrestling. Going to have a lot to draw from as he takes on 2 competitors here today.
My dude's looking like a beast. Bell hasn't even rung.
And he's hungry. He's ready to go.
I'm feeling shook from the announce table. I'm not fighting him.
And he does have an intimidation about him. Leone making sure that the referee has checked Magnifico.
He might have a plate under that mask.
Oh, we don't know that for sure.
Has he had his shots?
Has he had his shots? Do not start with that stuff.
I walked by him earlier. I smelled a smell. Whether it was tacos or, something else, I don't know. I don't know. You guys smell like him.
I do not.
Taco time. All right.
Hey, I'm always about some good tacos.
Yeah, I ride in a car with you. I'm well aware.
All right, 3 men sizing each other up now. The bell is rung.
And Leone going after both men from the offshoot of this thing. Navi Kai, he's sitting down in the corner. He's going to sit this one out for a second if he's smart.
A reversal, though, by Magnifico now into the corner.
Well, he stayed in the wrong place.
Swing and a miss there. Navi Kai, though, smart to stay out of the way. Neck snap by Magnifico.
Yeah, I'd stay out of the fray for as long as I possibly could. Let Magnifico, let Leone wear each other out. If you're lucky, one of them knocks the other one loopy. You just got to knock one man out of the ring, still a pinfall.
Yeah.
It's academic.
Kai with cat-like reflex, it goes for the pin, gets tossed off immediately.
And that was impressive, really. With very little room for acceleration, he exploded at him with that crossbody. A lot of momentum behind it.
Now Kai trying to get the momentum in his favor. Reversal by Magnifico. Good air by Magnifico. Going for the pin here. Good attempt too, and not enough.
And that was a picturesque flying sidekick from a guy, you look at him, that's not what I would expect, but credit where it's due.
And now Magnifico going for the clothesline. Leone smart and waits and just rings the bell of Magnifico with that drop kick.
Yeah, you saw him waiting in the corner there. He was waiting for his moment. He's got a good suplex in there. Just tossed him out of it. Not a typical landing for both men. And not very good if you're Navi Kai.
Now Magnifico on the outside. Now this could be Leone's moment if he can incapacitate Navi Kai. Irish whip over into the corner. Kid eats the turnbuckle hard.
Well, he's a powerful guy. If there's a guy that can put someone away quickly through sheer power in this thing, it's him.
Yeah, like you said, Steve, you look at Leone, he's almost a textbook wrestler. He looks like a real journeyman in this business.
Magnifico, though, he's not one to give up on. He's still got the dream. He wants to win in this thing. He wants to leave on his terms.
Yes, he does. Open-handed slap chop to Leone.
Not a lot of guys get to leave this sport on their terms. No, it's unfortunate, but it's true.
We've seen it time and time again. Look at Kai, just waiting for that moment.
Again, this is the disadvantage of a triple threat match.
Yeah.
And we've seen it time and time again. It's that third man just waiting to break it up when you've got it.
Yeah, you got to get the other opponent out of the ring. Elbow there. And Magnifico trying to go for a cover, but Leone just quickly there breaks it up.
I think at this point, all 3 men should have some awareness. You got to do it when one of the guys is out of the ring. And Leone, to my point there, throwing Magnifico under that bottom rope. He's got Kai where he wants him.
Yeah, look at the power on display. Somebody didn't miss chest and arm day in the gym.
No, you are right about that, and it's evident a mile away. We're far, far away from the man, and you can see it. He is chiseled, he is hungry, and that is bad news for his opponents. Navi Kai, though, trying to fight back with headbutts. No avail. El Magnifico getting caught on the way in.
Yeah, now Leone's still in complete control of this one. Irish whip off the ropes, and holy cow, look at Kai get up and get air.
Incredible agility by Kai. He's got an opportunity now. Let's see how he uses it.
Kai, head full of steam coming in. Big splash to Leone. And a DDT to follow it up.
And is this his time? He's got to get over there and make the pinfall by Magnifico. He's still up.
Yep.
Leone's under the rope, though. He's on the outside.
Well, that's the veteran experience of Leone. Go out, catch your breath for a second. Back rake by Kai and biting the mask. Talk about wild behavior.
He's going to send Magnifico to the outside, and that's not a strategy I can abide by. You had him in the ring. That's where you pin him.
Well, being in the jungle, you feel a little wild.
Well, he nails both men, but you got to get him back in the ring. You got to make a pinfall.
This is true. Maybe he did it to keep one man out for sure. Let's take the weaker man and put him in. But the question is that Magnifico or is that Leone at this point?
Well, Magnifico, he's getting sent back into the ring. Kai, you got to get in there. You got to make that cover quick. You got to tie him up.
Yeah, Kai. Well, Kai's trying to just formulate a plan. And
the 6-foot-plus athlete going for a choke slam. He's got him with a goosel, but Leone right there.
Yeah, Leone breaks it up, gets the clothesline off, and now measuring. Little shimmy and shake by Leone. Side headlock takeover, and the power continues.
My bro has some footwork.
Axe handle to the small of the back, though, stops Leone from getting the pin here. Kai getting unceremoniously tossed to the outside.
And the luchador trying to make it happen. Magnifico, nice-looking suplex.
Trying to go for the other one here. Can he get a second one off?
Got him locked up. Leone fighting him, but he gets him up and over. Some surprising power from the luchador.
Yeah, the luchador's definitely showing something on display. Magnifico now getting ready to go for a high-risk area.
Well, high risk, high reward. Let's see if it pays off for him. Scratch that lottery ticket, friend.
Taking some time up there. Oh, balance problems. But he nails it anyway. 1, 2, 3. Magnifico, your winner.
Now basking in the glow here. Here's a fellow. He did it his way.
Gentlemen, your winner, El Magnifico.
Magnifico ending his career on a high note. And Kai showing respect. A brief embrace there. Kai knows what this moment means for Magnifico, which is why you're seeing the sportsmanship here.
Well, the end of a career is, that's a special occasion for any athlete, win or lose.
Yeah, this man isn't just a luchador. He's a legend with a cape, a burrito, and a whole lot of heart. And now we see it, ladies and gentlemen. The time-honored tradition in professional wrestling. As a wrestler retires, he leaves his boots in the ring. And we can now announce it, ladies and gentlemen, that the reason for this retirement is a recent cancer diagnosis, and now Magnifico will be undergoing cancer treatment shortly. So we wish him a speedy recovery with good thoughts and vibes.
And you're certainly right about that one. Congratulations to Magnifico on his victory here today and on an incredible career.
Yeah, we wish Magnifico the best in the next chapter of his life.
Made the Bulldogs proud.
Yes, he did.
Hometown hero.
Yes,
the folks back in Mexico, Missouri, they are loving this.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up the video. That does help with the algorithm. hit the notification bell. We're going to have more action for you. We'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for El Magnifico, who is now retired. Come on, make some noise for him.